Hey everyone, welcome back to Linux for Noobs. Today we are going to explore something super useful but often misunderstood: hard links and soft links. We will use simple analogies, live demos, and break everything down step by step. So without wasting any time, let's get started. What is a link in Linux? A file in Linux has two main parts: the data, which is the actual content, and the name, which is what you see and use. Think of it like this: you have a physical body, that's your data, and you have a name that people use to refer to you. Whether it's your parents, your friends, or co-workers, they all use your name to talk to you. Now imagine you have two names, but you are still just one person. That's exactly how hard link works. You can give the same data multiple names, and each name is a hard link. If you watched my previous video on inodes and blocks, you already know that the inodes store metadata of a file and point to the actual data blocks. Inodes don't store file names, they only store the file size, permission, ownership, block location, and timestamps. So when you create a hard link, you are just adding another name that points to the same inode. This means the file can be accessed from different places using different names. As long as at least one hard link exists, the file stays alive. I know this wouldn't make much sense unless we do it ourselves, right? So without wasting any time, let's open up the terminal. I'm gonna switch to desktop. Then I'm gonna make a directory. I'm gonna call it Linux. Then I'm gonna hit enter. So now we have a folder called Linux. Now I'm gonna make a file called Ubuntu. So I'm gonna type touch ubuntu.txt. Oh, my bad. Now I'm gonna go inside this folder, cd linux, and then I'm gonna create a file called ubuntu.txt. So if I type ls, we have a file. Now I'm gonna create a hard link to this file. For that, I'm gonna type ln. ln is used to create hard links. Then I'm gonna type the name of my original file, which is ubuntu.txt, and I'm gonna give it another name, which would be fedora.txt. Then I'm gonna hit enter. If I type ls, you will see I have two files. Technically, it's the same file but has two names. Now you might be wondering, how is this different from copying a file? When you create a copy of a file, then you have two different files fundamentally. But that is not the case here. If I open up the folder and then I'm gonna open my Ubuntu file, I'm gonna type Linux is fun. I'm gonna save it, then I'm gonna close it. Now see what happens. If I open the other file, you will see the changes are reflecting here as well. Why? Because they are the same file. If you make changes here, obviously it's gonna show here as well, because we are making changes to the same file. These are just two different names. If you still don't believe me, I can show you. I'm gonna type ls. So now I have Fedora and Ubuntu. I'm gonna type ls-li, I is for inodes, hit enter. You see they are referring to the same file. The inode which is being used is 003 and 003. It's the same file. Ubuntu on Fedora. There is an important rule about hard links. You cannot completely delete a file until all of its hard links are deleted. Let's just say there is a file which has 5 hard links. Even if you delete 4 of them, the data stays alive as long as the one remains. Only when all the links are removed will the file be fully deleted and the inode is freed. Now let's talk about soft links. Soft links are also called symbolic links or symlinks. They are more like shortcuts in Windows. In Windows, you have shortcuts for file, folders, and softwares. Just like that, we have soft links in Linux. They are slightly different from the shortcuts in Windows, but more or less the same thing. Unlike hard links, which points directly to the inode, soft links points to the file's path. Imagine if you open up a hard link, it says, here is the file. If you open up a soft link, it says, the file is over there. So if you delete the original file, a soft link breaks because it's pointing to a path that no longer exists. You will get an error such as broken link. I will show you. So I'm going to type ls. I'm going to create a soft link for this file, which is fedora.txt. For that, I'm going to type ln-s. S is for symbolic link or soft link. -s. Then I'm going to type the original name of the file, fedora.txt. Then I'm going to create a symbolic link called mint.txt. Hit enter. Now if you open up the file manager, you will see there is this symbol. It represents that this is not the actual file. It is a soft link which is pointing to the actual file, which is fedora.txt. Nonetheless, if I open it up, if I make any changes, you will see the changes are reflecting here. However, unlike hard links, let's see what happens if I delete the original file. I'm going to delete it. Now, if you try to open up the link, it says the link is broken because we don't have the original file anymore. So this link is pretty much useless. I'm going to move it to the trash. So now you can see the difference. Hard links, multiple names for the same data or the same file, which points to the inode directly. Soft links are more like shortcut that points to the file's path. Each has its own purpose. Use hard links when you want multiple access point to the same file that don't break if the original file name is deleted. Use soft links when you want flexibility in managing a file locations, versions, or shortcuts. For example, if you are a developer and if you have created a file 1.0 and you create a soft link to this file called file, you come up with another version which is file 2.0, then you can just delete the soft link and create another one with the same name, that is file. So I just need to remember the generic name of the package and I do not have to worry about the version names. Now you can see how the soft link could be so useful. Thanks for watching this video. If this helped, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. See you in the next one on Linux for Noobs. Bye.